Hello and welcome to Snack Decisions, the show where I help you make good snack decisions. Today we're continuing the Lay's FIFA World Cup chips with one of the favorites, not necessarily the favorite like France, but one of the top 5 or 6. They were slightly above Brazil in the favored category. Yes, Argentina. These are Argentinian-style steak chips with chimichurri sauce. Chimichurri is actually from Argentina and Uruguay. It's an uncooked sauce made with parsley, garlic, oregano, red wine vinegar, olive oil, and red pepper flakes. I'll be honest, I didn't know it had that many things in it. Usually I've had it on steak and other places, but usually steak is the one thing that you slather it on. It tastes really good. So I'm assuming the chip is going to have a lot of those characteristics, so let's find out. Easy to open. Need the chip clip to reseal. 4 stars. You could probably bank that on the last one as well. I can almost guarantee it. Oh, yeah. This one has some green speckles on it, almost like a green onion or some sour cream and onion chip, I think, sometimes has those speckles on it. So, yeah, I could tell it's something different, and it's not discoloring it, just providing some speckles. So, let's see how it tastes. Much like with the French onion soup that they released for France, this one is also a savory chip. It's meant to, give off steak notes. The French onion soup had that savory umami character for the soup. This one is nailing those savory steak notes. It might even be another type of umami coming off of it, but I do get there's a little smoke to it as well that really gives off a steak vibe. Now, chimichurri, that is just that there's a lot going on in terms of what flavors you're getting. At one time I grabbed a chip and I got the red pepper flakes. I got a little heat on it. Having flavors like garlic and oregano on there, which I get a lot of, is nothing new. Those have been on chips for a while. But combining that with a little bit of a spice note, as well as the savory steak and smoke note, really, really, really extremely well done. And some of those, that smoke, that umami, the heat, all those different flavors, the heat, the garlic, the oregano, everything is coming. It just makes you want to keep eating them more so than a normal Lay's chip is designed to not make you full. So the flavors are there that make you want to keep eating it. I will give these 5 stars. They are much more interesting and well executed than the French onion soup, which I wanted a little cheese on. So these are a little bit better. Not a softball down the middle like the other one with the onion on it. This had a little bit of a challenge to it. In terms of value, again, if you're paying the $4 for it, $4 or $5, it's like 1 star. But I got these $2 on sale, $2, 5-star value, same as the French onion soup ones, honestly. Now we're going to pair it with a beer at the snack bar. From Fontaflora Brewery in North Carolina, this is Bananabockus. Bananabockus. I had to check that twice. It is a weizenbock-style ale conditioned in second-use bourbon barrels, a collaboration with Live Oak in Austin, Texas, and it's coming in at 8%. Fontaflora opened in Morgantown, North Carolina by Mark Bennett, his brother David, and brewmaster Todd Boera. It is named after an African-American sharecropping village that is beneath Lake James. It was flooded. That settlement was flooded in 1916 by the power company in order to bring electricity to the Catawba Valley. There's an interesting history there. And their logo at one point was the water waves above the brewery name. So, yeah, they are giving a nod to that. This is brewed with water from their wells and 95% local ingredients. Weizenbocks are not a style I typically go for, but I figured that plus a little bourbon from the second-use bourbon barrels would hold up well to a steak-flavored chip. So we will find out. You can see it's a little darker. For those of you that might not know what a weizenbock is just a Hefeweizen, which is usually a lighter banana clove-forward beer. This one's just heavier and darker, so it is very similar to that. And obviously adding some darkness to it is the bourbon barrels that they used. But yeah, I can't see through this at all. It's brown. It's not pitch black like some barrel-aged stouts or stouts are. It's just a very dark brown, honestly. That smells like banana pudding. Tons of banana, maybe even some caramel, some chocolate, some vanilla coming off the bourbon barrels, and then obviously a little bit of a bourbon. So maybe like a bourbon-soaked banana pudding. That's very impressive, honestly. Deeper sniffs or some clove, maybe some spices of some sorts, maybe on the holiday side, holiday spices. But yeah, that's extremely impressive. The banana pudding was the first thing that came off of it. So let's see if it tastes like banana pudding. Sometimes I pick beers on the show and I have either expectations, or I've had the beer already, or I have expectations from the brewery. I've had some stuff from Fontaflora already, but really for this beer, I had zero expectations. I know Fontaflora is a good brewery. I know Live Oak does lagers and lager-style beers extremely well. Put them together. I had high hopes for this one. This is delivering. It is smooth. It is creamy. It is not too alcohol forward. The 8% is really well hidden. I'm not getting much of it. I can keep drinking this. I do get the banana. I do get some clove. I get a vanilla and a chocolate note coming through it, but it's smooth. It is very smooth and easy to drink. The bourbon is not providing any alcohol boost, at least in the taste, and it's just providing maybe some body and flavor, which is amazing. This is a 5-star Weizenbock. That's insane. I didn't think it was going to be this good, honestly. Okay, we're going to pair it with some steak now. My hope for this pairing was that the bourbon was going to stand out a little bit or add some flavor to the chip, and the banana and clove would kind of recede. That's not happening. It's making some type of weird flavor combination. The banana and some of the, I guess, botanicals in the chimichurri sauce they used or seasoning they used are really fighting each other the entire time. There's a really weird taste at the beginning. It does kind of meld well together at the end, but that beginning taste is still in my mouth, and it's really weird and not all that good. I was hoping, again, for more bourbon character and some of that Weizenbock. Not as much of that Weizenbock showing up, but it has. Yeah, it really doesn't work well together. This pairing is two stars. Even though the chips and the beer were good, they just didn't pair well together. Again, I was hoping a little bit more of that bourbon coming out. So yeah, the pairing was a miss, but independently, both of these chips and the beer were really good. Hopefully next time I can nail the pairing. We will see. One more Lay's chip, and you know already, it's Brazil. So yeah, like, subscribe, follow, send me an email, snackdecisions@gmail.com. Until next week, when we finish off the Lay's World Cup chips, make good snack decisions.